log in, or let's connect our CSS. So this is our CSS file. We are going to connect our CSS file to the HTML. Let me close this. So just under the title, just type link, LINK. Press on the tab key. Then we type the name of the CSS file, style.css. Ctrl+S to save. Then we go back again. No effect has been added. But then let's go to our CSS, and then let's point towards this. Alright, we are pointing towards this. Ctrl+C to copy the name of that class, and I'll use a dot to paste it. Curly brace open, curly brace close. So it will be like background color, let's say brown. Ctrl+S to save. Let's go and check. That's been applied. Now, yesterday the verdict was, or the issue was, that I created another class like this, class. Then I added another name. Let's call it new. You see, I went to call this name in the CSS, Ctrl+C. So I did something like this. Dot. And let me paste it. The name of the class. So let's give it a, let's say height, HEIGHT. Height of, let's say 500 pixel. It will not respond. It's that nothing has happened. Why? Because this classes is being redundant. I've repeated the class name. Instead, inside the code here, we keep adding the different class names that we want to add up. So for example, this one here, let me remove the new from this place. Then inside the quotation mark for the first class, just give space or even multiple space as you wish. Now type the name new there, Ctrl+S. Instead of creating a new class, in the same class, inside the quotation mark, just give some space and put the name of the new name for what? The new class. So let's go and check, and we can see that it has reflected. A height of 500 pixel has been applied. So we can add a third class again. Let's use space. Let's say that third one, okay, fine, THIR, third. Ctrl+S to save the new changes. Then let's copy this particular class name, Ctrl+C. Then we come and then say a dot, paste the name of the class, curly brace open, curly brace close. Let's say background color, and let's see if it will override the first one. Background color, let's say blue, Ctrl+S. Is that it has overridden, or it has override the first color. Now, so I want to inform you here before I forget that CSS read codes line by line. So if you create a rule at the top, then you later on go to the bottom to rewrite a new property or a new rule again. It will what? Forget about the first one and then take the new one as effect and then show it in your website. Now, this is one of the ways I immediately go to apply changes. So if I cannot follow up this particular class name in my CSS, as far as you're writing so much code to style a website, the code will be growing and getting more taller, sometimes even more than 5,000 lines of code. And to just trace the place where you left the name test, or you can find it. If you are not finding it, what will you do? I will come inside this class and then create a new class name, and I'll go and then what? Start giving the styling, so that those styles will now take effect and it will override whatever I've done for this particular class here. I believe by doing this you've understood, and then I have clarified you from yesterday's class that way. And also for the video element, we did not add controls. They were the keyword controls or the attribute controls. That was what brought the issue. Okay. All right. Okay. The zoom up is too much. Let's zoom out a little. All right. So today's class we are going to focus on CSS. Yeah, CSS. But then let's talk about the CSS syntax at first. So the CSS is used for styling the website. It's the one that we use to make things look beautiful. For things to look nice, move things to left, right, top, bottom, make space. This one disappear, this one appear. Then it is CSS that we use for that magic. Alright, so let's see the part of a CSS. So first we have the selector. For example, let's say that div div. This first name that come is what is pointing towards the particular element name in the HTML. For example, if I say div and I press on my tab key and I put inside, let's say, heading h3, that's heading 3, heading with a size of 3. Let's say welcome home, Control plus S. Before I can style this thing, before I can give it some styling, let's say background of blue, then I have to go to my CSS and then mention that particular div name. So let's say div, that's all. And right now any element name in the HTML that is called div will have that effect. It will be applied. Then followed by curly brace open, and automatically to close it for you because it wants to follow the syntax. It wants to follow the rule of writing CSS. When you write and then you omit this closing curly braces, there will be an error. So that things have turned reddish. Even the start